Trap family, you know what time it is. It's time to get your listen on. No matter how you feeling in the world right now, you know what's going to make you feel even better? Get some good sound in your ears with Raycon. Listen, sometimes you need upbeat music to pump up to before you see people or to stay calm with some meditation, all right? Raycon.com. Make sure you get you some. Listen, they have a 32-hour battery life, so you can listen to what you want when you want for a really long time. I put them in. I've been listening for 32 hours straight, all right? 32 hours of music. They sound good. I'm telling you, I approve of these. And some of these headphones, they hurt when you put them in your ear. Not these, man. They got the gel tips. It feels good. So listen, create your own soundtrack with Raycon right now. Listeners can get 15% off Raycon order by going to buyraycon.com/trap. All right? That's buyraycon.com/trap to save 15% on Raycons. Buyraycon.com/trap. So go ahead and get you some. They feel good. They hear good. And listen, that's all you need for the summer, and that's all you need for the winter, the spring, and the fall. Get you some Raycons, y'all. Listen, it's time to take your adventures to the next level, all right? And Bespoke is here to do that for you this summer with a box of awesome. You may ask, what is a box of awesome? Wouldn't it be awesome to get a package of your favorite things? Maybe you like candy. Maybe a package of candy that's going to fit your summer. Maybe you like outdoors things. So maybe a package of outdoors things that are going to fit you hiking or going on a run or, outdoor activities. Box of Awesome is exactly what you need. See, Bespoke partners with small businesses and emerging brands to bring you the most unique goods every month. And the only way to get started is by taking a quiz at boxofawesome.com. And then your answers help them pick the right box of awesome for you. That way you get everything in a small package that comes to you and you don't have to go searching around. All right. For me, I like going outdoors. I like hiking. So I did that and they give me a box that's full of camping gear, that's full of knives or pocket knives and things that I need to take on an adventure, okay? So boxofawesome.com is for you. They release new boxes every month across a ton of categories. It's free to sign up and you can skip a month or cancel anytime, all right? The boxes only cost $45. It's only $45. So go ahead and get that. But it has $70 worth of gear, all right? So get 20% off your first monthly box when you sign up at boxofawesome.com and enter the code TRAP at checkout. That's boxofawesome.com, code TRAP for 20% off your first box. Go ahead and get that.
Welcome to the trap.
Get your dead body in the back.
Welcome to the trap.
Get your dead body in the back.
Welcome to the trap.
Tripping better than slipping.
Welcome to the trap.
But sometimes we be tripping.
Welcome to the trap. Where we joke and rap. Gut busting laughs. Hand slapping laps.
Girl, slap your loud.
Get you through your day. And it's free of cost.
I'm so cheap.
Don't you laugh too loud.
No.
Don't get fired by your boss.
File unemployment.
Welcome to the Comedy Trap House.
That's funny.
Shit sound funny.
Every time. Yo, what's up, everybody? What's up? We are back for another episode of the Comedy Trap House. I am your host, Rome Green Jr. In the building with me, I got Cam
Jones.
and Emmanuel's not here.
Gone.
Gone. But we do got Mike Mendez in the building.
Yo.
And y'all know what we here to talk about, man. We excited to be fresh off the plane. We still smell like vacation. What did Drake and Future say in that Jumpman song? Jumpman.
They said Jumpman.
They definitely said Jumpman. I'm trying to remember their vacation line. Damn it, I want to remember it, but I'll figure it out later. But yeah, man. Before we get to it, how you feeling, Mike?
I'm doing good.
You doing good?
I had a long weekend.
Yeah. Why you have a long weekend?
I got a second job,
Oh, you got a second job.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yo.
I'm not gonna lie to you. You're living up to the stereotype.
You had a long weekend, so you was working all weekend.
Yeah.
Okay, got you. Now, do you work late nights or just no?
Nah, I probably start around 8 and end at 6.
Wait. Oh, 8 a.m.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, no, you working late night? Now, I couldn't do them third shift jobs, like them into the, no. Well, I mean, unless you have to, you got to do it. But boy, no. I guess before we get started, I know you wanted to ask us a question.
I can wait till later.
Oh, you wait till later?
Yeah.
Okay, bet. All right, well, yeah, let's get to it, man. So, as you all know, we went to Greece, and it was life-changing. I'll say that, man. It's one of those trips where it's like everybody has to go to Greece. Like, everybody should go to Greece, but everybody just has to go travel. Like that's what you got to do. Even if you go to Italy, if you go to London, if you go somewhere, you got to travel because it's phenomenal. You hear music like this walking through the towns. People are smiling at you. It's just it's great. But I guess we could just start from the beginning and just kind of walk through our trip, just because I know people went asking, while we were gone, they can't wait to hear about the trip. So let's just start from jump.
Well, I woke up and I took a shit.
Yeah, that was.
It's nothing worse than having to shit on a plane.
Oh
so
yeah,
you just wanna get
ain't
up,
nothing. You ever shit on the plane, Mike?
Yeah. It's like only emergency shit.
Oh yeah, I did an emergency shit on the plane one time. It was so uncomfortable. It was so
small.
uncomfortable.
And the main thing, you hoping ain't no pretty girl waiting to come in after you because that's it.
You know.
And then if she do, you hope she ain't got to walk past you because you know she gonna look at you.
Yeah. I guess you know what? Tell the people how this trip came about. Maybe because it's kind of random for them because we were like we're going to Greece, but for us, they know about boys. But
if you talking about what I think you're talking about, I woke up when I just woke up.
Yeah.
One day, I don't know when was this.
That'd be about a month. It had to be a month ago, month and a half ago.
I don't know. I woke up. I said, I'm tired. I'm sick of this. I'm leaving the country. I want to get out of America.
Yeah.
I want to go to Europe. So I started doing research on where I want to go.
Yeah.
So, and I did research because COVID dictates where I can go. I'm not vaccinated. I'm not like an anti-vaxxer.
Just not vaccinated.
I'm not into that vaccine.
Yes.
So there's a lot of places they don't want me because I'm not vaccinated. So
you're not welcome there.
Yeah, I'm not welcome there.
Yeah, me neither.
So a lot of places were taken off the list, and then I settled because all the other places I wanted to go, I couldn't go. I settled on Costa Rica.
Yes.
So I started doing all this research on Costa Rica.
Yes.
I'm talking about for like a week and a half.
And the reason why Costa Rica was prominent in our minds at that time, when he told me, I had just seen somebody else had go to Costa Rica. One of our friends told us about Costa Rica. So we were like, you know what? Let's try Costa Rica.
Yeah, and the same for me. I had friends that was there that was coming back. So I asked them, they're like, yeah, you should go. So I'm like, all right. So I had to figure out what part I wanted to go to. I think I settled on Tamarinda, I believe. And I was like, all right, it's good to go. 5 hours away, whatever. Let's do this.
Cool.
Then we went to a brunch with a friend. And we just started talking about different places. And then he said, what about Greece? And I was like, man, I always wanted to go to Greece, but it's too romantic to go with a man.
Yeah. Because we were immediately thinking about Santorini.
I was thinking about Greece in general. I didn't know the ins and outs
Gotcha.
everything about Greece. I was like, this is too romantic to go with a man.
Yeah.
He said, nah, Santorini is, but not Mykonos. So I'm like, all right, that's on everybody's bucket list to go to Greece. It's beautiful.
Yeah, shit's beautiful.
So I started doing research, and I was like,
that's it.
Forget Costa Rica. I'm going to Greece.
And we started looking at vlog. What did it is when you get excited about a trip, you start looking at vlogs. Once we started looking at Mykonos vlogs, it was like, okay, all right. This is it. This is the one. This is the one.
So we just doing research, looking at all the vlogs. I swear I watched every Mykonos vlog at least in the last year. I wanted to see around like what COVID and stuff. So I watched every Mykonos vlog from the last year. Everybody, as long as they spoke English.
Yeah.
So I'm doing all this research, and then you got to get to the pricing.
Yeah.
And it ain't a cheap place, I'll tell you
It's
that.
not. So, go ahead. Oh, I was gonna say. So now, this is where I'm gonna be transparent. So we were like, if we gonna do this, we've been waiting to boys have been waiting to step back out. Mike, you haven't met the boys. It's me and Cam's international travel service. Wherever they go, they step out and they say, and then because that means it's trouble about to come. So so boys hadn't stepped out since we've been in Toronto, and that ain't really too far. So we were like, for this trip, if we're gonna do it, let's treat ourselves. We going business class. Like, it is no.
I saw the stories.
Yeah, and it's not even It
I don't
wasn't
think
even.
it's an option to go.
It's really not an
less
option, to be honest with you.
when
Like
you're going that far.
when you going that far, like save now, like because you gonna want business. Like you definitely gonna want business class.
But before we get there,
Go ahead. Yeah.
so we're doing all the research. We're
Yeah.
looking at everything. We're like, all right, we going here.
Yeah.
And now it's about like figuring out what's the COVID rules, and all you needed is a negative test.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, bet it's on and popping, like Chris Brown. So now we looking at, all right, let's look at tickets and everything. And
Yeah.
we looking at, at first you just look at economy, and
Yeah.
it's like $700. Not bad.
Not
for
bad.
a round trip all the way to Mykonos.
Yeah.
Like, all right, bet. Let's do it. But now it's like, nah. That's when we started thinking, like, nah. That's too far of a flight to be in the economy. I'll be suffering coming from East Coast to West Coast 5 hours. I'll be like,
And
yo.
here's the thing: at the time, there were a little bit more options for us to fly. So our final flight, we ended up. I'm just jumping ahead just a tad bit. Our final flight had to go from L.A. to New York, New York to London, London to Greece. No way we was doing economy all like that, but it just wouldn't make sense. But yeah, like you said, so we was like, you know what? Let's type in business and see what the price is looking like.
So when we typed it in, it wasn't too bad. It was like around $1,900. So like, all right, bet that ain't it. That's actually pretty
That's-
good.
yeah, it's
to
actually
go
pretty
all the way
good.
to Greece from LA
Yeah.
in business class,
Yeah.
all round trip.
Yeah.
So we didn't get those tickets for some reason.
But for some reason, I don't know why we
I
didn't.
totally forget what the waiting
'Cause
process.
we might have been waiting on the stay possibly to figure out
we
that
was
part
looking up
first.
hotels.
Yeah.
So like, all right. So let me backtrack a little bit. The hot season for Greece is
Quentin
June.
Tarantino's explanation.
Hilarious. The hot season for Greece is June to August.
Yeah.
So that's when the most people come. That's their most. So shit gets booked fast.
Yeah,
So every
yeah.
hotel we was looking at was getting booked. So we was like, hey, let's use our influence to get a discount. So we emailed like 50 hotels.
Definitely
Hey,
emailed
We
a
will
bunch.
blog. We're influencers. We got this many subscribers.
If you're an influencer out there, use it.
use it.
Yeah, use it.
And some hit back. They'll be like, oh, we'll give you a 30% discount
Mm-hmm.
or this and this and that. But the availability of the days we
It
were
was sold.
going was just sold out. So it didn't make sense to stay at these places.
It would be like Monday available, Thursday. Like it was like spread like Tuesday and Wednesday be blocked off, and it was like, oh fuck, we can't really do it. Especially at the one hotel that we really want, is like the popular hotel.
And the most popular one hit us back, so they
Yeah,
were
they did,
30% off and this and that. So we was like, yeah, but the availability is no
Yeah.
availability. So Rome ended up finding this place called Cape Mykonos.
Yeah.
So it's a scale down from where we wanted to be,
Mm-hmm.
but it's still a nice hotel, and the location is amazing.
Yeah, location fire.
So it's nice, right on the hill. So your views are crazy. If y'all saw the stories, the views are crazy, and the service is amazing. Like
Yeah.
the two front desk girls, I love them.
They were great.
Marcella and Cleo. I don't know. if
Shout
you're
out to
gonna hear
y'all.
this. Shout out to y'all. I even gifted her some shades.
Yeah, they were great.
They had continental breakfast every morning that I took a part of, because no matter what continent I'm on, I'm gonna find a continental breakfast.
And we knew they were going to be great because before, like when we were still here, I called the hotel to like make sure that our car service was going to be at the airport because the hotel comes with a service that comes pick you up from the airport. So I called, and Marcella was the first one to pick up the phone, and she walked me through everything. Said, "Yeah, we're taking care of you, making sure you're good." Da da da. And I knew then, I was like, "All right, this gonna be good."
So the rooms are much smaller than where the other place we were looking at.
Well, hold on, we don't even want to get there yet. We want to get to the flight.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
my bad, y'all.
Oh
My
yeah,
bad,
we
y'all.
try to make sure we give y'all a play by play.
It's a long story.
It is. That's what we're here for.
So
We're here to
thank
talk.
you. Keep me on track.
Yeah.
So we get to Cape Mykonos. Now we come back to let's get the flight, and it's gonna be a week later now than when we put in
Yeah.
$2,500.
2,500. We was like,
So it went from 19 to 2,500
we was like, okay.
for all the business, and I said, "Fuck it, let's do it."
And here's the
Because
scary part.
I'm going.
When you first put it in, like you know how it has to load. Like when you put it has to load. When you first put it in, it was loading right. Kid you not. It was tickets on there for $17,000. We was like, wait, what the fuck? What the fuck is
We'd have
going?
been right here.
Oh yeah, but yeah, once it loaded fully, it was like, all right. So yeah,
about 2,500 with all the taxes and all.
So
the
if you
trips.
plan on going to Greece, this might be what you around between 25 and 19 is where your pocket maybe. You could get it cheaper if you do it earlier, but yeah.
So it was 25 with all the taxes and trip protection. 'Cause
Yeah.
I wasn't playing.
Gotta
like
get
some
trip
places.
protection.
I don't
Yeah.
need trip protection. I need trip protection for this.
Yeah,
just in case.
just in case.
Because of COVID. So we get those tickets, And now we just counting down the days because we like it's gonna go by slow, but it actually came by fast.
Yeah, it did.
And the whole time we waiting, we just buying shirts that y'all obviously seen.
Yeah, absolutely
buying
outfits
to kill y'all with on IG,
murder y'all.
and
Oh man.
and then I'm looking at blogs turn. Now I'm in the research of what I'm doing when I get there,
Yeah.
like all the ins and out, device, the tips and everything. And so now the day has arrived, and we have a night flight because it's an overnight to New York. So we get on the flight, and of course, I lay the seat down.
Definitely lay the seat down.
I wait for my dinner.
And remember, when you in these times when you're traveling, it's gonna be a lot of paperwork you're gonna have to fill out beforehand. Not a lot, but you're gonna have to make sure you fill out what they call that form.
You need it's gonna be a PL form.
Yeah, PL
so
form,
they need to know where your location, where you staying, your whereabouts when you're on the island. I had to do that when I was in Bahamas in April. I had to do it for Greece. You gotta basically do it everywhere.
Yeah.
Then you gotta get your negative COVID test a certain time. And then what we didn't find out until we got to the airport is that wherever your layovers are, you gotta figure out what their requirements are too. So when we got to the airport, they were saying London, we got to fill out a PL form. So we had to do it right there on spot.
because we didn't have that.
We didn't have that.
But luckily, we are early boys because we was there 2 hours and some change early. We was like, we are not playing with it, and now I'm glad we did because we were able to do that.
So we did that. And now, one thing before we get on the flight was if you never did business or first class, what comes with it are the lounges. Yeah. Now, this is where
damn well
your money
business class.
Yes, your money is worth it because if you do economy, you just sitting outside, basically outside your terminal, you're waiting and everything, and you got to pay stadium prices for everything. Yeah. And these lounges, first, is much more peaceful.
It's so peaceful.
It's quiet. The seats are crazy.
So peaceful, man.
And everything is free.
Everything.
Like anything you want to eat in there, they bring it to you, or you just go self-serve. You can get liquor, you can get soda.
I first got in there, I wanted to get some wine. The lady, in my mind, I was about to pay, and she was like, "All right, well, have a nice night." I was like, "Oh," and I was just give him some tip, and it was a guy in there making fresh guacamole.
Yeah, like you just go over there and you say what you want, and he make it, he give it to you, and then everything is as much as you want, and then you got your terminal information up, so when it's time, then you can leave the business lounge and go do your thing. Some of them have video games. Some this is a wild experience.
Yeah, that's the one perk of business and first, especially if you go on international. Do that. I mean, you can do it in domestic too. I'm trying to get to the point where we said we're trying to get to the point where if it's 3 hours and up, I'm trying to go business. I'm gonna be honest with you.
And then the next perk that comes with it, you're seated priority. So you're not waiting until Zone Z. You're not getting your dad body ass in the back.
We all done been in Zone Z before.
I was last on the plane.
Oh yeah, I'd have been there.
Struggling to find where you put your carry-on.
You get on,
Hold it.
Sir, we got to bring it to the front of the plane. You're like, oh yeah, come on. Now everybody looking at you. Got to go. All right.
So you're in priority. You get in on the plane first. You go to your seat.
Yeah.
And then beforehand, you can usually pick your dinner. So I already knew what I was getting for dinner.
Absolutely.
I waited up for dinner. I ate my dinner, and then I laid my seat down, and I took my ass to sleep and woke up in New York.
Flat.
So it was beautiful. Had a 10-hour layover in New York, which I purposely chose because, it was all kind of different layovers and stops and times. So I'm like, ain't been to New York in the summer, let's do it. That's it. We hit our homeboy, so we hit the town. You can see that part.
Yeah, so we got to New York, and our homeboy picked us up. We were going to a specific place. Well, of course we go get food first because that's mandatory. It was 3 guys and a baby because he had his baby with him. So
like a 6-month-old.
Yeah. So we were in a sitcom pretty much. It was 3 guys and a baby riding around New York. We went to get something to eat first. Then Cam had found this place that takes pictures of your aura, like
they break it down to you.
Yeah, and they break it down to you, and it was closed when we got there. So
So it's open every day except for that day.
Why that day?
It's a Thursday. It was Thursday.
It was a random Thursday.
Like, I don't know what they do on Thursday, but they close on Thursday.
Yeah.
Every other day on the thing said they're open. I'm like, what are the chances?
And so then we got to the airport, and now this is the flight from London to
New York.
New York to London, and so this is technically my longest flight at that time. It was gonna be my longest flight because that was 6 hours and some change. But this plane was huge. Like you get on there, it's wide. It's the 1-2-1 combo. So it's one in the business class. It's one seat here with the bed and all that, then two in the middle for like if you with a couple or family, and then one on the other side. And me and Cam both had. It was funny. We both was on each side. So when we got on the plane, we looked at each other.
Yes. And you want me to take it from here?
Also,
imagine how much you could have saved if you took the one in the middle.
No,
it's still same. But then, soon as I got on there, the guy came. There was a dude behind me. He was like, oh man, he was like, this your first time in business international? I was like, yeah. He's like, oh man, every time I go business international, I'm fucking wasted, bro. Like, as soon as I get on there, I just get wasted, especially on flight to London. And then as soon as I got on there, one of the flight attendants who was from Paris, she was like, she came in and offered me wine. As soon as I got on there, I was like, oh yeah, it's gonna be a good flight. Man, let's go ahead and get to it. But this flight, yeah, you can go ahead. Yeah.
So my experience was in that suite on my side of the plane. I got to my seat, someone was sitting there. So I look up, you got to check your ticket, you double check. I'm like, I think you're in my seat. He's like, oh, really? I'm like, oh, he's like, oh, sorry, I didn't know. Like, bitch, you knew. You just wanted the window, but you didn't pick the window. So can you politely leave?
Get your ass up.
And he left, and he was the seat next to me in the middle. I mean, well, it's an aisle between us. That double. So on this flight is where we chose our dinner again, and I chose the miso sea bass.
Now, about sea bass, me and Cam both agree. Sea bass isn't
it's regular.
It's kind of regular. It's not
the best fish.
Yeah, it's mid.
So many better fish.
But I'm gonna tell you though, Mike, on this flight,
that's the best sea bass I've had.
That sea bass was hitting. I've been into that shit. I said, whoa.
And this also was a night flight. It left around like 7. So it was perfect time. I eat, and then y'all know what I did.
Flat.
I laid the bed down, and the boy went to bed.
And it was such a smooth flight. It's like it was just very smooth. Like, and then we had, since it was night, I remember one part I woke up. I think I got a picture of it. I woke up and I took a picture outside, but it was just like the moon was just like so full, and it was just over the cloud. It just looked like a music video. That shit looked cool as fuck. I was like, man, this is nice. Especially on the way to Greece, you like, oh yeah, this is nice. So then we land in London. So we get there. We land in London about 6 a.m. London time, and we knew we had like a 5-hour layover. So we get to London. London airport is basically a mall. It's a mall. Gucci, Prada, all type of shit. So we get in there. First thing we looking for, the lounge. Guys, listen, I'm bougie now. I don't want to be out here with economy people.
It's chaos out there.
It's chaos out there. I don't want to be stressed before my flight.
It's like The Walking Dead. Sorry, it's crazy.
It's crazy out there, guys. I was fucking scared. I had to get in the lounge.
But it took us a while to find where to go because we were trying to find where our gate would be.
Yeah.
But the thing that we found out, they said internationally in Europe, they don't tell you a gate assignment until maybe 20 or 30 minutes before you board.
It's weird.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
They say it's not like America where you just know days before and everything. So it was wild. So we go to the lounge, and this is a nice lounge.
This is a very nice lounge.
I'm looking, I'm like, all right, it's breakfast time. I'm about to eat. So we find some seats, and since it's COVID, they have to bring you the food. You can't do the buffet how they used to do. So you do the QR code, and you choose what meal you want, and they bring it straight to you, and you can order as much as you want.
And they had on the menu this like sandwich with like egg and hash brown, and it sounds good. That sounds amazing. So we were like, all right, do that with some orange juice. All the rumors I heard about London food being not good.
Disgusting.
It wasn't
disgusting.
It was mid. It was mid.
It was mid. It was all right.
But it was free.
It was free.
I was tearing it up. I got two of them bad boys.
It was free, but we was just like, it's kind of whatever.
But the best part about their lounge was the bathrooms. Like, when you out there, you just go to the restroom.
You mean when you out there with The Walking Dead?
Yeah. It's survival of the fittest, or should I say survival of the shittest?
Survival of the shittest out there.
The shittest when you're in that bathroom and you just fighting for a stall, be stank up in there. And Heathrow's business lounge, and everyone's business lounge is different. For our flight, our business lounge, individual bathrooms, spacious, clean. They're constantly cleaning it. At this point, I've been traveling for over 16 hours. It was time for me to shit.
Yeah.
And that's what I did.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And it was a very comfortable shit. Probably my most comfortable airport shit. I didn't feel rushed. I didn't feel like someone going to see me through the slit, trying to get in there.
They don't do that in business.
I'm not going to be smelling anybody else's shit or hearing anybody's shit.
In business, you was able to mind your business.
I was.
Yeah.
And I tore it down. And they had nice smelling soap and nice lotion in there. They had some spray in there.
Oh,
it was just a nice experience.
It was beautiful.
Cheesecake Factory is a good place to shit.
You said where?
Mike, you shit in the Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah. Those are nice toilets. Yeah.
Hey, well,
hey, you know,
you gotta get all that cheese.
You gotta get all that cheese. So then now we have the flight to Mykonos. So we in the airport, we chilling. So then boom. Now sleep is knocking a little. It's hitting me a little bit. At this time I'm like, all right.
We've been to 2 different time zones.
Yeah. So now we take off to Mykonos, and now this plane was British Airways. It was the first time riding British Airways. We were still in business, but their business
was a smaller plane.
It's a smaller plane.
It was an express plane.
Yeah.
So what they did for business, basically every seat was the same, but the front part they would block off the middle. So
yeah,
it'll just be a window and an aisle. That's basically was business, and then we still had all the perks of the food and everything. And on this flight, it was some baddies.
It was some baddies on this flight. Definitely was like, oh yeah, Mykonos. It's gonna be nice in Mykonos. But what wasn't nice is the food on that flight. It wasn't.
Yeah. Once again, as you say, like the British food, like that was the worst food of the trip.
Yeah,
like,
that was
I don't know
bad.
what that was. That snack. They had a snack.
It was weird.
They had like chickpeas covered. I don't know what it was covered in. And I like chickpeas.
Yeah, it just
the
was.
Snack they had, it was bad, and then all the food was bad.
Yeah, it wasn't hitting.
But luckily, that flight was like 3 hours. Or 4 hours.
Now the best part about that flight is so you're flying. The route he takes is from London. You go over like Paris, and then they go over like the Swiss Alps. And when you got to the Swiss Alps, that shit looked like I think I got a video on my phone.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, that shit looked crazy because it's like the mountain, the snow-capped mountains, but then the green valleys and that shit looked crazy. I was like, yo,
the AC, please.
Yeah, it looked wild. So
you can go through my room.
So then we so cool. We land in Mykonos, and now this is when the adventure begins. So we get in Mykonos, and we like, all right, we're gonna get in here, show them our little, go through customs, and we had to take another test when we get in there.
Should I tell them the backstory of me being nervous?
What's up, Trap the Sack family? Listen, I know things are starting to open up. You know what that means? Some of you guys are probably a little anxious about getting back out there, getting started, you know what I'm saying, being around certain people, because it's a weird time, we all know. But guess what? We got something that's going to make you feel real good, all right? No matter how you adjusting, you need to go ahead and adjust with some Raycons. And I'm going to tell you these Raycons are fire. All right, listen, sometimes you need the right type of music in your ear to pump you up to get ready to go work out. I mean, to meditate. And Raycons, man, listen, the sound quality, I've tried them. They sound amazing. The earbuds, they don't have them buds that, hurt your ears and shit. Like, these fit perfectly in your ear. Listen, Raycons are the best way to listen. They come with a bunch of gel tips, all right? So these gel tips are for the comfort. They for all ears. And unlike some other brands, they don't stick out of your ears. You know what I'm saying? Listen, Raycons have a 32-hour battery life. So you can listen to what you want, when you want, for a really, really, really good time, all right? Listen, Raycons come with a 45-day happiness guarantee. So you can't really lose. Give them a try, and you'll see what I mean, all right? So guys, jump on these Raycons. They sound good. They feel good. This is what you need to do. Create your own soundtrack with Raycon right now. Listen, listeners get 15% off their Raycon order at buyraycon.com/trap. That's buyraycon.com/trap to save 15% on Raycons. buyraycon.com/trap. Get your listen on. What's up, Trap the Sack family? Listen, you ever feel like you just need a box of awesomeness in your life? Well, guess what? Bespoke Post is here to take your adventures to the next level with a new lineup of must-have Box of Awesome collections, all right? Bespoke Post partners with small businesses and emerging brands to bring you the most unique goods every month, all right? Listen, I got a unique box for me. You know, I like whiskey, so they can put whiskey glasses in there with whiskey, maybe some cigars and things. Anything you need is gonna like complement your life is what this is for. And the only way to do it is you got to get started by taking a quiz at boxofawesome.com. Your answers will help them pick the right box for you. They release new boxes every month across a ton of different categories, all right? So you can't lose. There's a bunch of different categories. It's free to sign up, and you can skip a month or cancel at any time. Each box only costs $45, but it has $70 worth of gear. So listen, get 20% off your first monthly box when you sign up at boxofawesome.com and enter the code TRAP, T-R-A-P, at checkout. That's boxofawesome.com, code TRAP, for 20% off your first box. Who don't like a good box of awesome? So go ahead and get that. You can if it's funny, if you want to.
All right, y'all. So before we went to Mykonos, I was doing everything to ensure I don't catch no silly-ass COVID for nothing that don't make sense. So I wasn't going out. I wasn't hanging out. I was eating super clean. I was taking my black seed oil, my sea moss.
All the shit.
And the day before, I had a friend come over that we needed to talk, give some advice to and whatnot. And she was dog sitting somewhere, and she was away from her house, but her roommate, she found out, may have had COVID, but she had no symptoms and took the test and whatnot, waiting for the results. She was good. So come over, we talking. And she was over here for like maybe 4 or 5 hours or whatnot.
I was in the car with her too.
Everything.
Yeah.
She gives her results and says, you should isolate. I said, oh, you got to go. You got to go. So I was exposed to her for at least 6, 7 hours. Now I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
If I get
I don't know this.
Yeah, I'm not telling Rome nothing because I didn't want him to panic. I didn't want him to, it's a psychological thing.
It is, yeah, for sure.
So I'm like, damn it. They did say there'll be random testing at Mykonos.
Yeah.
So I said, man, boy, if I get randomly tested and I got it, I'm going to be upset.
So when we land, we land. First off, when you land, as soon as you got the plane, it's windy as fuck. It's that island windy.
Greece is windy.
Yeah.
So, and you getting off outside. So, you got to walk outside.
Yeah.
And now, I'm looking, seeing how they choosing. I want to know how they choose.
While we're going through customs.
Are they doing every other person so that I can move back, or how they doing this? They say, I see them asking somebody, are you vaccinated? They say no. Well, you got to take a test. Are you vaccinated? Yes. Go that way. You're good. I'm like, oh shit. So Rome has no idea.
Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm
in the
good.
back.
Yeah.
I'm sweating. I'm like, fuck, man. And then I get up to her. She like, show me your paperwork. I'm like, all right. So I'm trying to unfold it because folks, she's like, oh, calm down. Why? I'm like, man, I'm not shaking. I didn't know I'm shaking. If I am, I show her the negative test I had. She takes the swipe. She like, all right, it's gonna be a rapid test. She like, 10 minutes or something. She like, you can go to your bag. So I'm like, all right. So we walk out. Rome's all happy. He here. He don't know that he's been exposed to COVID.
I'm like, I'm here.
But I'm not smiling because I'm like, I'm not out the airport. I'm not out the clear. He goes, oh, my bag. He gets his bag right away. I'm looking for my bag. My bag don't come for another 20 minutes. So I'm just like, whole time I'm thinking, I'm just going to have a hand touch my shoulder and be like, sir, you tested positive. You got to quarantine for 10 days. And so now I flew all this way and I won't be able to.
You'd have been mad.
So I'm just waiting.
Yeah.
Waiting for my bag. I'm nervous as hell. Finally, my bag come. I asked Rome, do we have to wait still? We got to go back and check.
I was like, that's right.
He's like, no, I ain't say nothing. Let's go. So I said, man, fuck it, let's go. I'm like, they got all my information. If I got it, they can come get me from the hotel. But I'm like, let's go. So we go. And I don't have any symptoms.
Yeah, no,
I'm just saying I could be asymptomatic and not but I had no symptoms. I didn't feel nothing. So
we go. We get out the airport, and the guy is there holding our sign. Nico was his name. And he's holding the sign with my name on it. He had Steve Green, even though my name is Stevie, but close enough, And so we hop in. He gets it. We're going through the roads are small. Roads are very, very small. So he's riding us through, and he's like telling us like where we should go. And it's his first time. He'd been there like a month or something like that because I think he was from another part of Greece. And so then he was like, "Oh, the hotel is up there." And so you come around this bend. And as soon as we came around the bend, on the way to our hotel, we was like, oh, that shit, it is opened up and it's just cliff and sky and ocean. And I was like, man, we here.
Rick Ross of Santorini started playing.
I was like, we are fucking here, man. And we go up to the hotel. Then you get to the hotel, and the hotel's up on a hill. So when you get out and take your bags up, you just turn and look, and you like, this shit looks like heaven. Like, this looks crazy.
Now, still, y'all, I'm still panicking.
You're still panicking,
all right,
yeah.
It took us, it's a 4-minute drive, but with traffic, it took us 10 minutes to get there. I'm like, that's more than enough time for them to call that hotel and say, hey, you tested positive, bring your ass back. So we get up in there, I'm hoping no calls come, and then she show us to our room.
Yeah.
And me and Rome say, all right, because now it's night. We got there around 5:55.
It's about 6:30 now.
So now it's turning night. We knew that for that first day, we tired. All we got to do is get dinner and then call it the night. So I'm like, let's put our luggage down.
And it was funny, the guy who told us to go to Greece, his boss was actually in Greece. And so he set us up with a dinner that night. So we already had a dinner set up for, when we go that night. And so now we
showered
and walked to the town.
And got dressed.
Yeah.
Threw on the first
fit. It was
went to town. We went to this restaurant. And let me tell you, all we had was appetizers.
Yeah.
And we ordered so many appetizers. We were full out there. We didn't even get the full dinner, but that shit was amazing.
That was the best restaurant probably we had there. That shit was.
It was.
That shit
it was
slapped.
like all kind of different sushi.
I had sea urchin for the first time. I ain't never had sea urchin. It's just like you put it on some bread and it's like comes in. That shit was good.
I've had sea urchin before.
Yeah, that was my
culture, but it was good. It was good. That was the best sea urchin.
Yeah, that shit was good.
It was fresh. There's a difference when shit is fresh. The ocean right there. So it was good, and then he took us around. He like, all right, let me show you all the lay of the land.
This is our first time walking through the town. The town is built, so it was built for back in the day. For that shit sound funny. It was built for back in the day for pirates to get confused because everywhere you turn, it kind of looked the same. Yeah. And so when you walking through the town, like he took us through the town, we cutting through shit. We like, all right, and it's nighttime, so And we went to a bar after that.
Birega, something like that. Birega.
Yeah, Birega, something like that.
I had the best drink of my life. It was called Mystica. Alcohol is made from a syrup from a tree that's only found on one island in Greece. Mm-hmm. And it has mint. It has passion fruit puree. And it was
that shit slap.
And we had a bunch of shots at dinner, so I'm slapped, man. Yeah. By the time I get done, I'm like, all right, I got to stop.
He giving us this another Greek type of alcohol that I don't know what this shit is, but when in Greece, you throw it back.
And then after that, we walked around some more. Yeah, walked around and then we just went back to the hotel after that and laid it down.
Yeah, and so then the next day we were like, you know what? It's time to rent ATVs because that walk, it wasn't bad. We was like, let's go see about these ATVs.
Yeah, so the streets are small, so they encourage you to rent ATVs or scooters. That's how a lot of people get around.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard to find parking for cars, so we found this dude. He gave us ATVs for 5 days for $200, which is a great deal, to be honest.
$150.
$150, yeah, that was a great deal. And what's funny, before we got there, I was watching so many vlogs, they said negotiate. Never take that first price. So he initially said $50. I told Rome, I'm not paying $50, we getting $30. I'm going to negotiate $30. We get there, he like, you doing 5 days, I'll give you $30. I said, well, I ain't got to negotiate.
All right, I'll take it.
Only $150, so I'm like, all right,
and then the best thing about his specific ATVs, if you're going out there, I think you took a picture of the place. His specific ATV rental place was good because his came with his own parking lot. Because you got to still pay for parking with the ATV. So, yeah, his was right by the town. So, you just go up the hill and you could park in there for free anytime.
And it's 24 hours.
24 hours. So, it's like that was the best part about his. And, the rest of that day, I think we walked around. We rode the ATVs around, took some pictures, got some more food. We went to this spot called Castro's. And it's right on the water. And I probably had the best calamari I've had in my life.
That calamari was fire. I had octopus. Yeah. I had a lot of octopus throughout this trip because I love octopus.
It was good. The seafood was very fresh out there. It's all type of shit. And then, we walked around some more. And then each day we pretty much ate food. Like we had the best part about it was breakfast in the morning because we didn't have to go out and get breakfast because the hotel, they just had pancakes, this like spinach
samosa
looking thing. It had fruits and eggs and all that stuff.
Up eggs and
then I'm trying to think. The days are a blur now.
So the next day. So one thing about Mykonos town, this is in Europe in general, The women are bad.
Yo, they were
They
bad. They
are
were
fine
bad.
as fuck.
They were bad. We
I'm
looking left
about
and
every
right.
race, white, Asian,
No, yeah, they were
Indian, the
bad.
black girl. They just bad.
Yeah.
Like it's a different breed out there. I was
And
like,
before I went, my
whoa.
homie said, "Hey man, white girls gonna look different out there. They ain't regular white girls out there."
white girls look different
I said,
out
yeah,
there.
you
They
right,
were
brother.
Bad.
They was bad.
Everybody was bad. The black girls,
Yeah, yeah.
everybody was bad.
Everybody's friendly.
But and everyone in Greece, yes,
This is friendly.
very friendly people.
Yeah.
Like I felt the most safe I've ever been outside of like United
We
States.
walking through
like,
alleyways, all type
I'm
of
talking
shit.
about the most sometimes scared. It just you feel so safe.
Yeah.
That's at least in Mykonos.
Yeah, and Mykonos.
And one thing we know is about the women too in Europe, they be smoking.
yeah,
Like
they was
everybody be
Yeah,
smoking
they was
cigarettes. Like everybody.
Smoking. Yeah,
Like I don't know what it is, but
Yeah,
they
they
be
was smoking.
they be smoking.
they was definitely smoking.
They was smoking hot and smoking hot.
But yeah, like we be walking through the town, and like one walk by, and you be like, oh my, then you looking at another one. Oh my god! Especially at nighttime is when it kind of came alive. That's when everybody was out and stuff. Like during the day, it's cool because it's just like you get to really see the town. Like you can walk through it. But at nighttime is when people was out and stuff like that. But like everybody at the stores was nice, and it was just that the town part was just the best. That's one of the best parts too. Just walking through the town.
So then the next day, I don't. These days are
Yeah,
blurred.
they kinda
I'm not
blurred,
gonna
yeah.
lie to you, blurred.
Oh, we can talk about Kiki's.
That's where I was going.
Oh, okay.
So it was a spot that you heard about. A guy told you about.
Let me tell you about how I found out about Kiki's. 2 weeks ago, I'm in Santa Monica at this bar, and this gay dude named Gary comes up to me. We had the best conversation. We talking about all type of shit, and he was like, "So what you got planned for the summer?" I was like, "Well, actually, I'm about to go to Greece." He was like, "Oh man," he was like, "I love Greece. I've been there multiple times. Go to a spot called Kiki's." You know, sometimes people just be saying stuff, and he was like, "No, go to the spot called Kiki's." He said it's on the hill. It's kind of like a little dirt path to get to it, and everything he said was pretty accurate.
It's like a word of mouth restaurant.
Yeah,
it has no electricity, so it's only open during the day. They grill everything, and it's no reservations. It's about first come first serve, and you want to get there early because
once again, early boys ENT.
You're gonna be waiting in a line for hours, but he's gonna give you free rosé.
Yeah.
But we got there early, and we were the last ones for the first round.
Yeah, we just made
y'all
the first
know
round.
we be on time.
Yeah.
So that goes to tell you.
Yeah, you got to be early.
And while you wait, if one person wait in line, it's a private beach right there too that everybody else can enjoy, and y'all can flip flop and switch off while you wait in line. But luckily, we was in first in line, and I got octopus, a tuna salad, and some chickpea, and that shit was slapping.
Yeah, it was slapping. Yeah, I had an octopus salad. That shit, it was a grilled octopus. That shit was good. I had
You had the sea bass.
I had the sea bass. It was, and it's whole sea bass with the whole fish. You got the bones and everything. That shit was good. Food was just good. This is the first place. I'm telling you, all the food we had was good.
Everything we had was good.
Everything we had was good.
But we got there from a driving service because it was too far to take the ATVs, and the driving services out there so affordable. They charged us $20 to go. It was a couple miles. And
it was at least about 16,
17
17 minutes away.
In Benzes.
Yeah.
So it's either a car or a Sprinter or another type of SUV. It's all Benzes.
And they're very
convenient.
They're very communicative. They like you hit them. Like I hit him that morning. Was like, hey, I'm trying to. I was like, I got your name from Marcella. I'm trying to go to this spot Kiki's, and he hit me back at me like, hey, yeah, what time you need to pick up? And that'll be $30. And I'm, oh shit, all right, well, yeah. And they pull up and hop in. I was like, so when we was driving, we was like, oh yeah, we're gonna use this car service because that makes life, especially when you go into, like, you don't want to be sweaty and smell like ATV oil going to certain places. But yeah, we went to Kiki's that day.
And then the Sunset Bar.
Yeah, was that the same day?
It don't matter.
It don't matter.
So
yeah,
right before Sunset Bar, I got some unfortunate news that one of my cousins passed away. So now I'm in here thinking like, man, like you feel guilty when you're on vacation when someone passed away because like, do I have fun now? But this cousin I knew was like full of life and he would want me. So I'm like, I just got to dedicate the rest of this trip to him. And I need to get out this hotel room because I don't want that to just be heavy on my mind. So it kind of worked out. We had reservations and we go up there.
You got to make reservations to these places before you go. Like if you say go like make them a week. Cause we reserved this place, Sunset Bar, probably a week before we was going out there, and they because they get booked up real quick. And basically, it's called 180 Sunset because where it sits, it's like probably the best view of the sunset in Mykonos. To be honest with you, it's right there in the on the sunset, and you can reserve. They got different prices for different tables to see the view. And I mean, we definitely put that on our story, but that shit looks incredible.
Not gonna lie, it's the most romantic thing I did with Rome.
Yeah, it was very romantic. I don't take it back. It was beautiful.
That one's for couples, to be honest. Like, so yeah, if you going with this with your niggas, y'all could probably skip that one.
I ain't gonna lie, go with your nigga. Like, bond with your nigga. That shit looked. It was cool. Like, it was good.
It was too romantic.
Hey,
but
the food was
good. The food slapped. I had some trout.
Yeah, trout. Yeah,
trout. Restaurant looking at you guys.
We had prime seats too.
Oh yeah, we was right there, just chilling. But they had good drinks, good food too. And then we walked back down through the town that night, and that was cool. I had some gelato. That was good.
Yeah, I found this healthy smoothie place, this juicing place, and I kept going there every day.
Yeah, they
juice, make sure I'm good. You know.
Oh, that night. No, we had found it the night before, but we had found this place called Jars, I believe. We walked in soon before that. If we get to the outside of the store, we was like, "Oh, these shirts fire." As soon as we see, we was like, "Oh, these shirts crazy in here." We got in there. We got looking at stuff.
And I don't know if they lied to us. They want to say, but like, well, you love your style. Your style is great. And their style was nice too. So we in there bonding, talking, and then we started trying on things.
Then once you start trying on things, we was like, yeah, these shirts got to go. When in Greece, you know. And these are nice quality shirts. Like these are solid shirts that I didn't.
Nothing under 100.
Yeah, ain't nothing under 100. That's the crazy. Nothing. But they was so nice. We was like, I was like, when I'm be in Greece again. I mean, I'm going back again, but let me go ahead and get this now. And and we kept, they said they had a new shipment coming in later in the week, and we kept checking back each day. They'd be like, hey, y'all got some new stuff here? And they were like, no, they had one. The last day we went in there was one shirt, and it was my size, and they had one shirt, and I was like, nah, I gotta get this shirt. The shirt was a little steep, I ain't gonna lie. It was a little steep, but I was like, this gonna be, you can only wear this shirt with a haircut. It's one of them shirts. You gotta wear it with a haircut in the right fit. So you gotta wear it somewhere where you know you're gonna be seen. You can't just go wear it somewhere where you're not going
to the store.
Yeah, no. You gotta wear that. I don't even know if you wear it for a date. I think you gotta wear it to an event.
Wearing it to a date would be wasted.
Oh yeah, you gotta wear it to an event. You need people to see that. But so yeah, that was cool. And then the last day or day before last, we had the beach club day. And that was fun because we used the car service again, and we go to the beach club. And so we get to the beach club. Mind you, the sections ain't that expensive, to be honest with you. Like, especially if it's just 1 or 2 people. To be honest, you can reserve a section for $90. Like the table we had, we reserved it for $90, and that's for up to 6 people. I was like, that's so.
They come with a bottle.
They come with a bottle and everything.
All the drinks.
I was like, all right.
And it was situated perfectly between the beach and like where everyone go to dance.
Yeah.
Like the club, outside club area.
It was a perfect spot. Yeah.
The actual perfect spot.
Yeah.
So we could look left for the beach and right for.
With the butt.
The butt.
The beach and the butt.
But the thing
between
about
the
Greece,
beach and the butt.
So growing up in Miami, when you go to like South Beach and all that, you see a lot of people in Speedos or topless and stuff, and they be like, yo, it's like that European style. I've been hearing that all my life. So you get to Europe, people are just naked on the beach.
Oh yeah, they
and it's not like a thing where you looking like people are perverts. It's just a normal thing.
Yeah.
Like men are naked. I didn't want to see it.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
they naked. Women are naked. There's topless everywhere, and everyone is cool with it. It ain't like this thing where everyone is staring and gawking. It's just is what it is. So I see titties over here and I see booty over here.
Yeah.
All right.
Did you indulge?
I mean, we looked.
Yeah, definitely.
You guys didn't get naked?
No.
I'm on a trip with him. I'm not getting naked.
Yeah, not getting naked. I ain't.
Maybe if I was alone.
You see Cam on the beach. There was a guy in there named Jeff. He was a Brazilian dude named Jeff. He was the host of the party. Somebody in my story made a funny joke. They was like, "Is that citrus elba?" Dog.
That's funny.
I started laughing. That's good.
Funny.
That's good. He did kind of have some Idris in, but he was keeping the party live. And so we get to our section, and there's these 2 Irish guys. There's these two Irish guys sitting there named John and Michael. Not gonna be confused with John Michael from Arrested Development.
George Michael.
Yeah, George Michael. That's what it was. George Michael. But yeah, John and Michael. And so we get there. Of course, they're not
Irish.
drunk. Yeah, the Irish guy. Cool. I mean, honestly, we started talking to them. It was cool. You know, they asked us about what we do. They tell us about, you know, how long they've been to Mykonos and all this stuff. And they said they had some girls on the way. And so we were like, all right, cool. You know, they said they've been hitting the apps. They said as soon as they landed, they just hit the apps, you know.
And you invited some girls.
Yeah,
too,
and I invited, but they were at another spot. And so, yeah, he said they hitting the apps or whatever. So I'm like, all right, cool. And so they had this big bottle of, it wasn't Grey Goose. I think it was another vodka. I can't remember. But they had a big bottle of vodka. We just had our tequila. And they was like, man, I don't know how y'all do tequila. I was like, I don't know how y'all do that big ass bottle of vodka. Like, no.
They were 24.
They were 24 years old as well.
They were shocked that we were 33. They were
yeah,
like,
they was
whoa.
What?
Y'all don't look a day over 25. Black don't crack.
Black don't crack.
And we don't drink vodka.
Because if we drink vodka, we might crack, you know. So, yeah, so the days started going along. First thing we wanted to do was eat. So as soon as we got there, we ordered food. Food come, and the waiter, he was funny. He just foreign Greek guy. He just making all type of jokes that we don't understand. But all right, cool, it's fun. So they started drinking. Now, John is the more calm, cool, collected. Michael is kind of the wild boy. Y'all seen I put him on my page dancing around. I told him to get his silly ass down off the thing. And at first, it's cool. It's fun. Like, all right, you having fun. But he starts to get a little wild.
As those people that can't hold their
liquor, so he starts to get a little bit more wild, starts to drink a little more, and we like, all right, Michael, you know, slow it down. Security had already had to come over and tell him, like, because he pants the guy. Like, a guy was dancing, and he came and pants the guy, and everybody was like, bro. And I was like, oh no, Michael's getting a little wild. His friend, it sucks because, you know, when it's your friend, you kind of just gotta sit there. You like, all right, if he get kicked out, I get kicked out. It's what I gotta do. And so I remember I walked away for something, and I came back, and Cam was like, yeah, they kicked Michael out.
See, what happened was the girls had showed up now.
Yeah, so, mind you, this is the funniest part. Two very nice girls. Two very nice girls, but one showed up in a boot. She had hurt her foot. She broke her. So it's just funny when you like, we got these girls coming, and but they were cool though. They were very cool.
So, very cool. Like, this whole time while they talking, you know, it's they girls, so I ain't necessarily trying to like intrude in.
Yeah,
and I'm drunk. I'm trying to come down.
Yeah, I'm drunk
point.
too. Yeah.
So I'm trying to come down before I even say anything. So my back is to them in my section. You know, they talking, and then Michael decides to get up. He like, let me show y'all something. So he puts his back on my table. So now I look, and he's like trying to put his legs behind his head, and he falls off, knocks all my drinks off my table in this fall.
Luckily, he'd already drunk it.
Yeah, it was already done, so it wasn't that serious. So I just push him off, and I start picking everything up, and then security guard just comes, says something to him. I don't know what Michael said. Next thing you know, he getting hemmed up. No shirt, no shoes. He getting kicked out, and his friend is just like this on the table looking at him. With his arm up, and then he turns back to the girl, smiles, and then he looks at me, smiles. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
And mind you, now I'm drunk. The whole time this is happening, I had got up to go to the bathroom, and this girl grabbed me when I get to go to the bathroom, and she was like, American. I was like, yeah. And she was like, what's your name? I was like, Rome. She was like, oh, I'm from Italy. I was like, oh, okay, all right, cool. And so she just started dancing. It ain't no rhythm. I'm just in here, just all right. We figuring out. We dancing. She on my lap. Her pussy just on my thigh. Just rough.
No rhythm.
And I could look at me. I could tell the way she looked at me. I'm like, okay, we in Europe. She drunk. She might be rolling on the pill. I don't know what she doing. She gonna try to kiss me. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking about COVID at the same time, but I'm also thinking I'm in Greece. so I'm dancing. And we get to kiss. I'm in the middle of that. I don't know that. I'm kissing Italian girls.
While
in
I'm
the
seeing
mouth.
him kissing, because I'm still drunk. I'm like, what about COVID? And then I'm like, We in Greece.
And so we danced.
But the only thing, that whole crew, they was like,
she was a little bit less loose. There was
they
one.
Was loosey-goosey.
It was one that was loosey goosey.
I'm talking about
she had butt too. She
was kissing everybody.
Yeah. So it was this one guy that was working on her for like 40 minutes, and we watched him. He in the ear. Italian dude too. He was cool too. He was talking to her. He was he talk, boom. Next thing we know, we look over, they kissing. So me and Cam like, yeah.
So after they done kissing, she kind of goes somewhere. He walking up. I go tap him like, you earned that. He's like, he excited.
He's like, yeah.
You know, he just talking. I'm like, all right, but you earned that. So then back and forth, they'll be kicking it off, but then I'll see her go to another guy and be kissing, and then he'll be looking sad, and they'll reconnect, and then the last guy she connected with, next thing I know, she on his lap with her top down. I'm like, this girl loose.
Somebody got it that night. I don't know if it was him. But
it wasn't him because she had left. She disappeared, and other buddy disappeared. So
that's true. And then his brother was passed out. I think I put him on my story too. His brother was flat on this thing, and now he had to worry about his brother.
They be drinking over
people,
there.
When you go out with somebody, try not to make the other person have a bad time. What you do, like that shit's a lot. Because now that you ruining their night, you know what I'm saying?
And now while y'all all doing that,
yeah,
I'm at the table with John talking to the girls. Yeah. They from Ireland as well, so we just all talking, and it actually was a pretty decent conversation.
Yeah, they were very cool when I finally got back over there and talking to them.
So we decided all this to get. We called the Sprinter.
Yeah.
We bossed up, called the Sprinter, said, let's go to Mykonos town, let's get some food and go to get some drinks.
Now we with this girl on crutches.
So funny.
That's the funniest part. I ain't gonna lie, because the whole time they like, yeah, we got girls coming. We got girls coming. She was cute. We got girls coming. Oh, our girls are here.
So now, remember, Michael was kicked out. So John has to go down the beach because he had to go into another section of the beach to get him and come with us. And at this point, I'm not fucking with Michael no more.
Yeah, because it's a lot.
Like, it's a lot. I don't like overly drunk, overly aggressive, ignorant, drunk people. John is cool as fuck.
Yeah, John was cool.
And Michael was cool before he got drunk. But while he's drunk, I ain't got the patience for that. So we all riding back. And the whole time, these girls are almost begging for us to just save them from them. But it's like... I feel like we definitely could have, but it's like that's they girls. They did all the work. Yeah. They did this and that, and we got the food, and we was like, we had to go back to Jars. We had to go.
We was like, we going back to this clothing store, real
and they
quick.
wanted to meet us at a bar. So we like, all right, we'll meet y'all at the bar.
Oh, and we kind of had the same driver come get us most of the time. It was like maybe one different guy, but this particular guy, when he got us in the van, I'm up front because they were in the back. And we pull up the park, and before he gets out, he looks at me. He goes, "Best guest I've ever had. You guys are best guest I've ever had. So you're so nice. I love you guys. You're best guest." And I looked at him. I was like, "Thank you." Though. He's like, "Whatever you need, you come back. You let us know." See, you gotta have good energy. Good
energy, treat people well. And
yeah, because we was tipping them every time. Every time they be like, "Oh, let me get your change." We like, keep you. Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So then we go to Jars, the clothing store. I think he get a shirt. We head to the bar, and this is the first time Buddy was like, "Are you vaccinated?" I'm like, "Nah." He like, "Well, you gotta be vaccinated to get in here." So we looking, we're like, "Well, we meeting people here. Can we at least let them know that we can't get in because we gotta be vaccinated?"
Because we hadn't exchanged or Instagrams or nothing like that. So he was like, "All right."
He was like, "All right, fuck it, let's go home." Because it was late at this point. We've been out all day, so like, F it. And then while we walking, they coming up, and they still with John and Michael. I'm like, well, it's gonna be.
It's like they was like, "Okay, you guys are leaving. All right, okay, yeah, we out. But y'all have fun, you know." That's the funniest part.
So that was the last night.
But they were cool though. They were
eventful for that last night, and then the next day we didn't leave till 8, so we went out and did a bunch of stuff. But one thing we forgot to tell about is the now it's slipping my mind. Dang it, we skipped the whole thing. We went to it's another restaurant.
So we got Castro's. We got 180.
This is slipping my mind.
Sunset.
I just thought about it.
A restaurant.
Something we did. It just came to me. Then I was like, well, let me finish this. I'll come back to it.
We hit the beach. We went to the restaurant by our hotel.
That. Keep going.
It
was the day before the
The day before the day party?
I believe so. Or maybe the day before that.
Damn it. Now I want to know. Now you got me thinking, what the fuck was it?
Because it just came to me.
It was an activity we did.
It could have been. It was something. What do
ATVs.
we skipped one spot. It just hit me.
Damn it. Yeah, no, that's gonna bother
together.
me. It's all blending. Now that's gonna bother
It was a
me.
long, wild trip.
Kiki's, Sunset Bar. Oh, Zuma. That's what. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Okay, all right.
Jesus.
So yeah, we'll end it with Zuma. Where we at? What's the time, Mark?
You got 54.
Oh, okay, that's not good. That's good. So Cabo Tagu is the premier hotel in Mykonos. That's where
we had the 30% discount. That's
Yeah.
where we wanted to stay. This is where, as soon as you get in there, niggas got money.
Yeah,
everybody there
for
got money.
Yeah, they got money.
Like the quality of women went up dramatically.
I'm talking. As soon as you get there, you're like, God.
From our hotel to that hotel, the women were like,
hey, the maid, she old, but she was trying to hit on us. But hey,
she like, you guys are sexy. Sexy guys.
All right, girl, you better stop before you get old pregnant.
Before you get cleaned up out here. Don't get cleaned up. You ain't getting clean.
You get cleaned up out here. But yeah, so you get the Cabo Tagu. First things first, we go to the bar because the lunch area wasn't open yet, so we had like 20 minutes or something. So he was like, "Yeah, y'all sit at the bar, you can have a drink, cool." The bar got fishes in it.
Yeah, the bottom of the bar is a fish tank.
Yeah, so
that was wild. That was on my story, and then ordered drink. All my drinks, I told you I was ordering passion fruit. Second best drink I've had in my life. Shit was fire,
That shit was
and
good.
they had me tipsy as hell.
Oh yeah, that drink. As soon as he drank, I was like, what the fuck was in
It
this?
was phenomenal. But the part.
I know what he about to talk about.
Good energy through this whole trip. We weren't judging anyone. We try not to judge anyone.
Yeah, of course.
But it was a girl by the pool that her dude was taking pictures of her. You can tell she's one of these IG girls.
And so the pool is, so it's like the pool here, so it's like
pool.
icy blue infinity pool,
Looking
and then
at
you
the
see the ocean.
and then you see the town.
It looked crazy. Like it looked nice.
That's in my real story.
Yeah.
Fire. You even see her in one of the shots. I don't know if I put that shot in there, but he's taking, like, I'm talking about rapid fire. We was at the bar for 20 minutes. He taking pictures for 20 minutes.
He take pictures
her
for-
back is to the view, and then as soon as he stops taking pictures and goes somewhere, she just starts taking selfies. And I'm getting frustrated now.
And at first we think like she gonna take maybe a couple. Like we not think like, all right, she gonna take a couple and then cool.
This is me judging, but I'm getting frustrated now. I'm like, you in Greece. Live in the moment, please.
Yeah.
Like, you got enough pictures.
Yeah.
Like, you was taking pictures for 20 minutes
That
and
shit
he
was
left for like 10 minutes. She was taking selfies the whole time. She didn't get in the pool. She didn't look that way at the view, how beautiful it
That
was.
shit was beautiful.
And it was making me mad, to be honest. It was making me mad. I'm like, come on. 'Cause I know she didn't pay for this.
You know she ain't pay for that trip.
So it's like,
because she looked like one of the girls.
Come
that didn't pay for
on,
the trip.
man. Like, enjoy the moment.
Yeah.
Be in the moment. But no, pictures the whole time. And then we go to the restaurant.
Then we go to the restaurant. Food fire.
It's kind of them small portions.
Yeah.
Like, it was kind of pricey, but it was slapping.
Yeah, that shit slapped.
And then we sat next to these two older women, and we
they
struck
were
up a conversation.
They were from shit,
all over.
I think she might have been to Italy too, but she said she had, because we told her we from we came out here from LA, and she was like, this is her first time meeting anybody from LA. I was like, really? I was like, I feel like they be out here all. She was like, she was like, we don't meet many Americans here. I was like, oh man.
And she had a messed up foot too. It was
Yeah,
like
she had a
people
messed up foot too.
They were messing up their feet out there.
We had Marvin would have fit good out there with the boot cut feet.
So we took pictures. They wanted to take pictures, so we took their pictures and whatnot. And
That views of that hotel crazy. Like it's like now I know on the radar, book that hotel a long way in advance.
That shit fire.
Yeah.
And then when we're leaving, we call Buddy to come get us in the Benz.
Yeah.
And we look up at a balcony, and guess who we see taking pictures? The same girl. I'm like, we've been here at like an hour and a half.
And she in one of the
now.
nice rooms with the pool and everything.
She just taking
I'm
pictures,
like,
and I was just so upset. I'm like, this is sad. You're not even enjoying it, being in the present. You're just taking pictures that you're gonna have a hard time choosing from because you're taking so many.
Taking a lot of pictures.
And I was just like, man,
Taking a lot of fucking.
she couldn't be with me. Like, I'm good. I want to take pictures. And I'll take pictures of you. I'm gonna get great angles, but not for no hour.
Yeah. When me and Cam snap pictures, all right, 1, 2, all right, boom, cool. phone done. Now we enjoying the rest of it. But she was the whole time. That shit was crazy. That shit was wild. But that place, Cabo, is the place to be. I could tell that stuff. Yeah, even we got in there. It was like some girls over by the part where I was like, they look different over there. They look nice over there.
There's money in there.
Yeah, there's money in there. So yeah, that was the part we forgot.
I don't know how they let Rome in, but I get why they let me in. But yeah, go ahead. Last day.
I ain't got nothing.
You didn't. So then last day we don't leave until 8. So then,
mind you, we took a COVID test 2 days that Monday until the last day was Wednesday.
And I'm still at this point like, I don't know if I had COVID all this time, but I'm like, this test gonna let me know because we gonna have to get this one back. I'm like, but at this point I'm like, if I got it or if I caught it, if I didn't have it and caught it, I'm like, if I got a quarantine for 10 days, this ain't the worst place to quarantine. I already done
they pay for your hotel and everything.
So I was like, all right, fuck it. But came back negative.
Yeah, came back negative.
Of course, because I'm highly flavored and blessed and
you know what I'm saying?
by my God.
Come on now, my God.
By my God.
Yeah, so the last day we had to check out at 11, so we went and ate breakfast, checked out, and then they hold your bags there, and so we went, hit the town one last time, walked around, took some pictures, and then came back and
went to the airport. We met a guy who was a fan of us.
Yeah, and in the airport.
Then we fly to Madrid.
Yeah,
and we didn't know. I don't know how we made this mistake.
Missed it.
But we had a 12-hour layover in Madrid, and we didn't get there till midnight. So
we was
everything is closed.
It's closed. It's empty in there, and we don't know. You know, it's a foreign ass airport. We don't know where the fuck.
I'm like, all right. I seen on vlogs you can get an in-hotel airport. I mean, in-airport hotel. I'm like, we go there, get a room, and just sleep.
Yeah.
It was right outside of the exit. So if we exit, you know, all the COVID procedures, we couldn't do it. So I'm like, all right, let's find the lounge. Lounges don't open till 7:30 in the morning,
and then you can't even really tell where the shit is at. To be honest,
the directions in that airport were bad.
Yeah,
and so we had to find booths at a closed Burger King, and we sat it down
and slept
a little bit, talked a little bit, walked around.
We was hurting
for 12 hours.
12
until that lounge opened up.
But once you get in the lounge.
Well, not 12 hours, like
7
hours,
6, 7,
and then we was in the lounge for the rest of the time, free food, video games, and that made it all better.
And then the flight back from Madrid to LA was the longest flight I've had in my life.
13.
It was a cool, like 12, 13-hour flight.
But the food was good.
Food was good, and I laid my ass flat in that damn bed. That's why no way, and it's no disrespect to anybody that rode economy back with us. I don't know. I can't fathom sitting that long back there. You know, when you the business, like, you know, you stretch out, you can stand up, you got room to do this. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't beat that type of room.
Yeah. And then what I forgot to mention, I remember, I think it was going to New York that flight. Yeah, going to New York that flight. I'm in the last row of business, and then, you know, it's the curtain and it's economy. And I'm making my bed now to go to bed. I'm laying it down. And then you feel like someone's looking at you. They didn't close the curtain yet. It's 3 rows, you know. These 3 white guys, older white guys. They like late 40s, 50s. They all just looking at me with envy. And I look up at them. And, you know, I'm this black dude. I got braids. I got my do-rag on. I got this bright tie-dye shirt on. In business. They probably think I'm a rapper. And they just looking at me. And I lay that thing. I look at them. I lay it down. I lay down. I purposely turn towards them. I put my cover on. I shake. And I lay it down. And I seen the stewardess come. And when she came, I looked up at her, and I looked back there. They still looking, and she
get your damn body in the back.
Like, that's for the 400 years.
Yeah, we out here. We in business, bitch.
That's for all the oppression.
We work hard.
The racism. Close the curtain on their damn body ass. Get your damn body ass in the back.
Get your damn body ass in the back, bitch.
And I don't know what it is about me on planes. If I sit next to an older white woman, we talking the whole flight. So this lady had a dog with her, and we were talking.
Yeah.
After I woke up, but we were talking, and that was cool.
And in Madrid flight, I had about 3 meals on there. They was giving some decent meals on that flight back, so that was good too. So yeah, man, I think it's just sum it up, man. You got to travel. It's like, it's not what the thing about this trip does is it just inspires us even more to just work hard. Because you just want to keep going. You know what I'm saying? Like, you you be like, nah, I need to be back here multiple times. Like Mykonos ain't done. We ain't see all of it, so it's other clubs we gotta hit. It's other restaurants you gotta go to. I was like, nah, gotta be back, and I gotta stay at Cabo. I just got to now. Now that I've seen it, I gotta stay there. But
and if it wasn't for COVID, we would have hit other countries.
Yeah, we would have still been over there.
'Cause we got friends in London. We would have left the airport in Madrid and explored, but COVID, you can't. So,
but yeah, if Greece is on your bucket list, I mean, sure, I still got to go see Santorini one day. I mean, I got to see all that shit, man. And the plane ride coming in is so beautiful because you get to pass over the other islands and you come in and you see all the shit. Oh, that's the thing. The weather. It ain't a cloud in the sky for 5 days. We was like, where the fuck is this clouds at? Perfect weather, just sunny, no clouds, nice wind when you're on the beach. It's the most beautiful place I've seen in my life right now. So until I see other places. And even the guy that we had dinner with, he was leaving there going to Italy to drive up to Lake Como, which is if you don't know Lake Como, Google it. Phenomenal lake in Italy. And then he was going to Iceland. They were going to Iceland with him and his family. So he was like, yeah, we out, we vaccinated, so we about to just bounce around. And they took their 2 daughters with them. He was like, them little girls don't know how blessed they got it right now. To see it,
so jealous.
Seeing that shit, man. You don't know how blessed. Like, you 8 years old in Iceland. Like, now you can say you've been there. Like, and at 8, you remember that. You gonna remember that shit. Like, so it was just great, man. So yeah, go ahead and start booking it for next summer. Hey, listen. Boys might be in Mykonos next summer. I ain't gonna hold you. Might be right back next summer. So, but yeah, man. I guess now, if you want to ask us anything,
I can wait for next time.
Okay, you wait for it, man. All right, cool. Well, yeah, I think that's pretty much it, man. We hope y'all enjoyed this whole trip tour, because we was like, there's no way we gonna come back and not. You got to give you the spiel of the trip. Like, you got to give you the spiel. So. Hope you guys enjoyed that. If you have any questions, if you're going to Greece, I mean, hit us. We'll try to answer what we can. And I guess that's it. We'll be back next week. And yeah, make sure you subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. And we out. Peace in Greece.